Okay, my baby. Bella is singing. And I'm pretty sure that I wouldn't be able to post it because I don't have the rights to that song. And if it sounds close enough, then that would be bad. So let's not do that. What you doing, my tiny human?
Just looking at the book.
Just looking at the book? Okay, the glare from my window is absolutely horrible. Let me do this. That's better. There we go. Okay, that's better. Hi, guys. How you doing? Say hi. Tell me where you're watching from. Any questions? Oh, Shauna, you're the first one to comment. 2 lives in a row in one day. It's like amazing. Okay. Come on, curtain, stay. There. Okay. It's very, very bright outside, which is fantastic. And I need to go outside and I need to enjoy the weather. Well, still cold, honestly, but I need to enjoy the sun. But the glare for recording is horrible. So, hi. Oh, Rochester, New York, Idaho. Have you guys seen? I just got the notice on my weather app. Roseville, California. Oh, I bet it's fantastic over there. We they're supposed to be, yeah, Bella was born in Roseville, actually. That's so true. You're right, babe.
Me?
Yeah, yeah, you. You, my tiny, you were born in Roseville. Where you were born?
In California.
I just got the notice from the weather app that we use that there's the potential for a blizzard next week. Blizzard. Well, you won't get the blizzard in Florida. Enjoy it. It's hard too being on my treadmill. Yeah, I need to go outside and get some sun. It's still stinking cold though. I'm so over winter this year. I never thought I'd be so over winter, but I am so over winter. Let me see. It's 44. Oh, good. It's supposed to get up to 50 today. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Hi, tiny human. You can step in here and say hi. Say hi to all the peoples.
Hi.
Yeah. Hi, in Georgia, they're having snow showers. In Georgia, it's snowing? It's too warm to stick, but the wind is cold. People are saying hi to you.
Hi.
Good job, my tiny. Is it your belly growling? Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I guess you need to eat. My tiny human. Yeah. Hi.
Your lips are red.
A little bit. They have nice color though. Southwest Washington. Shh. Quiet people. Quiet extra people. So what do you guys want to talk about today?
Tiny.
Pineapple chapstick.
Pink one.
Pink pineapple chapstick.
And Cassie's is the blue one.
Cassie does have the blue one, 61 right now.
And Noah has a skeleton head.
He does have a skeleton head. It's pretty funny.
That's just creepy.
Oh, Lindsay Murphy just messaged me. We are getting ready to film our next Fabulous Four, our Fab Four hangout. Come on, phone. It's me. Open. We're gonna be recording it with Lindsay and Neely and Janet again, I think this Friday. So probably on Saturday it'll go up unless I have something else come up. So we're gonna do another hangout and I have questions I'm gonna ask everybody this time. So you're gonna get some answers to some questions that I'm sure all of you are super excited to know about. Like, what's your favorite color? Huh?
Pink.
What's your favorite color? And then Lindsay's gonna come on my channel too.
My
because
favorite color is pink.
Oh, I know your favorite color is pink. Your favorite everything is pink. Lindsay's gonna come on my channel. I haven't had her on yet. And we're gonna talk about iodine and what we have learned and experienced. And so I already know Shauna's favorite color. I do. So we're gonna talk about that. There were some interesting conversations just recently had about iodine, so we're gonna talk about that. Lindsay is one of those people that's gonna tell you exactly what she thinks, and she's gonna make it a little snarky, and it's hilarious. I love Lindsay. Miss Shirley says, "Hi Bella, I loved your video from the car."
Like,
She kept recording, and there were some where they had, Neely will be on that one too, where they were listening to music and she had her little eyes closed and she had her hands over her heart and she was just singing, and it was so precious and so pure, and I couldn't post it because I don't own the rights to those songs. So it was adorable. So Bella, I have an idea. Every time we go pick up Bubba and Sissy, why don't you guys record for YouTube? And we could start having your guys' bloopers every time.
come on.
Oh, come on. I think it would be perfect. Don't you think? Everyone loves watching you. And brother and sister, you better be nice to your brother. I'm going to squish you. That face, though. You can tell that I've squished her before. Yep. So Lindsay and Janet and Neely and I will be in this video, the next one that's coming up. Again, I am going to try to get Kim Howerton and Nisha and hopefully one other person, but Nisha has been so busy that it's hard to nail down a time with her. So I'm going to ask and we're going to see. I just know she's been super busy. So she's growing a baby. Huh. Bella loves watching Miss Nisha's videos. And she sits there and she goes, "That's my Nisha." And then she saw Dr. Barry in the video and she was like, "I know him. He picked me up." It was absolutely adorable.
I like him picking me up.
Because he's so tall, huh? Is Dr. Barry so tall?
I like his.
Yeah.
I liked his shirt.
The Iodine video is probably going to be on Thursday. You like his shirt?
Mommy,
Yes,
when
darling.
you're done with this, can I watch Miss Misha make food with her brown kids?
Oh, no, that's Miss Maria.
Yeah, I want to watch that.
You want to watch Miss Maria?
Yeah, when you're done.
Watch Miss Maria cook. Okay. Sound good? What are they going to cook? Pizza?
I want to
Ice
watch
cream?
a cake.
Oh, thank you. A cake? Okay. I'm going to do this now. You go get some food, little growly belly baby. Go on, my tiny human. I love you.
How do you get Miss?
Hey, we'll do it later. Go get some food. I love you. How do you? No. Oh, my video last night. Thank you. What's funny is I asked Richard. Well, I didn't even ask him. We were in the car and I said, "I need to record something for tomorrow and I'm just not sure what I want to do. Do I want to do a talking one? Do I not?" And he goes, "I know what you need to do." Yes? He's like, "You should tell him our story." And I went, "I've already told our story." He goes, "Yeah, but how many new people have gone back and watched all of them?" And I went, "Oh, you smart. This is why I married you, because you smart and cute."
And the new things you've learned since then.
And the new things I've learned since then. The only thing I forgot to bring up was Norwex. I didn't bring up Norwex.
You're a horrible salesperson.
I'm such a horrible salesperson. So I'm having a Norwex party right now. Actually, if you want that, you could go. It might be down below. I don't know. I'll put it down below. It's just for education too. I keep telling everyone, do not come and buy anything. Just come to learn, because I think learning is very important. Okay, and I got a comment on that video saying that it was too choppy. And when I was editing it, I was like, yeah. But if I don't edit out a lot of that choppiness or a lot of the breaths and stuff, then it's gonna be like 45 minutes long. So Plus, a lot of people like it when you get to the point. Hurry up and get to the point. Get the conversation over with. All right. Anyone else sick of having the high cholesterol talk with their doctor? I have to go next week to talk about my high LDL. Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm honestly, it's okay. So Richard got a new job, and that means we have insurance now, which means that I have to find a new doctor, and I am going to have to educate my doctor. Yeah, I honestly sometimes feel sorry for these doctors because they don't know what they're going to get when they get me. I don't really give it up much, and I'm not malleable to their suggestions really at all. Sometimes I get good ones, sometimes I don't. We'll see. So, the high LDL is a fun conversation. And I've started, so I have a, yeah, go eat your sugar-filled, the banana thing, pink thing. It's yellow. It's a yellow thing. I've started, actually, I have a screenshot of the Framingham study. And this one graph goes for men who were between the ages of like 40 and 70, I think, or 50 and 70. So the ones that are the most at risk of having a heart attack. And it shows how even with high LDL, as long as your HDL is high, that you have no more risk of a heart attack than when you have low LDL under 100. That'll actually pull up. So what I can try to do, I can post that. It was Dr. Brett Scher that gave a presentation, and I just snapped a screenshot of it on my phone. So it's a little wonky, but I can put that up on YouTube, and you can actually pull it out and show it to your doctor and be like, well, if you actually look at the Framingham study, pull it up on your phone, and then say, it indicates that my risk of a heart attack is just as low with my high cholesterol as it is if my cholesterol is lower, as long as your HDL is high. If your HDL is not high, it's a different story. But hi, Allie. Yeah. So that's kind of what I've started doing, is I try to very nicely say, have you even seen the Framingham study? Like, because that's not the way that I interpreted the graph. And they kind of go, I'm sorry, what? Be happy to show you. So you could try that. Let me see. I recently gave up coffee. Didn't work for me. You are my friend. Coffee actually helps me feel good. I didn't like how I felt without it. Gave it 3 weeks. That was enough. I've done months without coffee. I have absolutely done months without coffee. And I was like, "Oh, I'm fine. I don't miss it. No, nothing. I'm fine. No the headaches in the beginning, of course. Got over the headaches. No cravings, no nothing. No, it's fine." But then I was like, "Well, it's been 4 months. I really wanna try and see how I do." So I had 1 cup, and I was just so much happier that day. I was just so much happier. I wasn't necessarily more awake, but I was almost calmer. So unless there is a physical reason for me to quit coffee or a hormonal reason to quit coffee, now that I'm able to get blood tests and stuff like that, I'm going to keep my coffee because I like the way that it makes me feel and it makes me happy. So I'm going to stick with it. So don't worry, you are not alone. Yeah, 3 weeks. I don't blame you. Just watched my recap. I noticed the cuts, but I feel like the audio flowed well. I could take the time to sit there and zoom in on the audio and do it frame by frame to line up when I'm blinking in between those cuts. So what you're supposed to do is when you take a break, as soon as you blink, you would cut it off there. And in the next frame, when you're blinking, as long as you're not talking too, before you start talking when you're blinking, you would line it up. It took me almost 3 hours to edit the video that I did yesterday. if you do it that detailed, then it would have taken at least another hour because you have to zoom in and it takes you so long to do every single cut. I just don't have that kind of time. So I figured choppy is better than, progress is better than perfection. And someday I will be able to hire someone to do my videos for me and edit them to that point. I don't know if y'all saw Nisha's newest video that just came out. Looked absolutely fantastic. I don't know if she got someone new to edit them or if she did that. It looks so good. It flowed so well. The overlays, the colors, the everything was really good. They're so funny. Her and Ken getting at each other. Oh, it was so funny. And the cats. So if you haven't seen that one, you should go watch that one. It was absolutely adorable. But I noticed that the whole flow, like the editing it looked so professional. So one of these days I'll get there. And the thing with these YouTube videos is you got to progress. You got to get better, right? So I'll get there someday. They don't get it. They just don't know. Your story was new to me in parts. I couldn't believe what you've been through. You're a strong person. Your light and energy is so wonderful. Oh, thank you. I'm off coffee too. If you dropped it suddenly, you could have still been having withdrawal symptoms. I had to wean myself off and probably still have gone slower. I took about 2 months to wean myself off the first time. I went really slowly because I thought maybe one of the reasons I was having such bad anxiety over the death of the family member was because of the coffee. It was making me extra, jittery and hyper. So first I went half calf and I slowly transitioned in a month to half calf. And then the other month I transitioned to decaf, full decaf. And then the decaf, I just started cutting down a lot until I was off. So it was like 2.5 months, probably. I don't know if it was long enough or not, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm still happy to be off coffee. I'm sure someday on coffee. I'll probably have to do it again someday, but that's okay. You just got your phone back from your family playing games. Yeah, mom problems right there. My husband's doctor legitimately seemed upset. That he was asking questions and pushing back about his high LDL, even though his calcium artery score was 0. They are so unable to think outside the box or unwilling because they don't want to admit that their entire education was fraudulent. They spent a lot of money becoming doctors. They do not want to admit that they were taught something that's wrong. It's like really hard for some of them to wrap their heads around that. Hi, South Africa. I bet you're so much warmer than me. I'm so cold right now. My doctor told me beef causes cancer and to eat low fat. Oh, bless your doctor's heart. So sweet. My feeling on it is fire the doctors. Right, Allie? Forget it. Just fire the doctors. They work for you and they don't know what they are talking about and they're charging you for it. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I bumped that. I've heard of several people who their doctor actually fired them. They were like, I'm not going to work with you if you're not going to take medications. I'm done with you. It's like, then I don't want to be with you anyways. That's perfectly fine. Hopefully the family members are not being too loud. My doctor knows that I won't take statins, but she is required by the medical center to push them. 100%. Now she is pushing non-statins just to lower my LDL, like red yeast rice, that one. My other markers are just fine. LDL is directly linked to your immune system and protective against Alzheimer's and dementia and strokes. My sweet love, can you come shut my door? So you and Daddy can talk?
Okay.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Love you, Mom.
I love you too. Oh, that child. Oh my gosh, I love that child. When they tell you that those change of life babies are different, those change of life babies are different. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the doctors, they're fun. I think 3 weeks was enough for me. Yeah. Just found myself with swollen ankles by the end of the day, went back to 1 cup black coffee and no more swollen ankles. And you know what? I know some people who thrive on a high oxalate diet. I know some people who thrive on coffee. I know some people who do not thrive on coffee. If you can eat a high oxalate diet and be fine, you do you. I bet y'all can hear that rooster, can't you? Yeah, the roosters. If you want to eat however you want to eat, you do you. Because I want you to be happy, and you have to make the decision what's not making you happy and what's not working for you. Because if you're not willing to accept that, I am not going to convince you otherwise. This is not going to happen. Coffee. Quality coffee brewed properly is lovely. I make a cold brew overnight on the counter and heated it this morning. Divine. So smooth. I tried cold brew and I think I totally messed it up. I used to have a coffee toddy, I think was the name of it. The big white thing that like sat on the counter. And I think we used that for quite a while. But I got lazy. So now I brew it in my coffee maker, which is plastic. And yeah, I'm sure that there's better things that I could do, like drink water. But I like my plastic laden coffee. But I really should switch over to cold brew. I really should do that. But I do get organic, non-GMO, coffee. So, and if I drink decaf, it's the Swiss water process. And I should probably switch over to the cold brew. You're right. Now that I said plastic, dagnabbit. One more thing, one more step in the right direction, right, people? That's the goal. My doc is proud of my weight loss, but always adds, but you're not eating too much red meat and watching your salt. Yeah, I watch my smoked salt as it coats my red meat. Exactly. You can be like, no, I'm not eating too much red meat at all. Too much for who? A tiger? No, I'm not eating too much, because your definition of too much does not have to be their definition of too much. And watch your salt. Such good advice. Yep, I watched it. Fantastic. Question about high magnesium levels. Is that bad? Blood serum levels for your electrolytes is not a great indicator or marker, because you actually want the electrolytes to be in the cells and not in your blood. The best thing to do would be to get a hair mineral test, or there's other ways. I'd have to ask Danny which is the best to test for magnesium. But blood markers are not fantastic with electrolytes, because you don't really want them to be floating around in your blood. You want them to be in your cells. So I know that there's other tests to get to tell what that is. And I think I'll message you what my numbers were and what I take daily. Yeah, you can message me. I'll have to ask Danny about magnesium levels, but I'm 99% sure I've heard her say before, yeah, it depends on how the test was taken and, what did you take that day and things like that. So yeah, you should message me and then I'll ask her. Pretty sure it was magnesium. It snowed last night, right? When I did go off coffee a while back for 17 days, I had 0 withdrawals, but I only drank 3 to 6 ounces at a time, no more than 15 ounces in a whole day. Yeah, I'm trying to only drink like 12 ounces a day, but I decided I don't care right now because I'm going to do what I'm going to do. I'll get there. I'll get there eventually when I'm ready to do it. The doctors work for Big Pharma. So many of them are pressured into, if they do not meet a quota of handing out enough prescriptions, they will actually get, I don't know if they get fined, but they will get a reprimand. And too many reprimands can result in you being removed. So, from being a practicing doctor. It's a horrible system where Big Pharma honestly controls most of everything. And doctors, the ones who do care, are kind of stuck in the middle. And then there's the ones who don't care. and aren't going to change for anybody for anything because they have 2 car payments to make. And that's just the way it is. My husband loves coffee. His one major treat since he's fully carnivore. However, he tried testing going without it for a few weeks and he realized he felt so much and anxiety better too. Everybody has to try it and see. I think everyone should try going off of coffee just like everyone should try carnivore because some people are going to feel amazing carnivore and other people are going to feel like crap. Some people are going to feel amazing without coffee and some people are going to feel like crap. And if it's more withdrawal, if it wasn't out of your system long enough, yeah, people have to, you have to want it. You really do have to want it. And I'm not going to tell you got to want it. You do you. Excited to learn more about the Norwex, trying to get rid of all the toxic stuff. I am so completely hooked on the Norwex. Oh my gosh. And Allie asked me to do a video on my Norwex products. And I had to make sure with Norwex that it was acceptable to do that. Then I have to be really careful with how I word things because we do not make claims that it kills anything. We do not say that it, so we have to be really careful about the way that we say things. So I think I'm going to record it talking about my favorite products and then how they work, how everything cleans. And then I'm going to send it to them first. And I'm going to have them approve it and tell me, yes, everything in here is okay. And then it will go up for everyone to see. And it's just going to be another extension of my favorite cleaning products. So if that's not your thing and you're here for the diet, it'll be very easy to just skip over and not watch it. But I love the things, like all the things. They're so cute and so functional. And I absolutely love them. My husband's alarm is going off, which means he's probably going to have to go to work here pretty soon. Got to get back in the habit of that. Okay. Let me see. I keep trying to grab my mouse. These are my headphones. That's not my mouse. Oh my gosh. My doctor let me go because I wouldn't take statins. There are doctors who legitimately would rather let you go than risk you having a heart attack because you won't take their medicine. Yep, that's fine. You don't want to work with them anyways. I enjoy coffee, but it definitely irritates my bladder. Incontinence is, yes, I have definitely heard that. I mean, there's a lot of things that, yes, I love and I miss, but the negatives outweigh the benefits in those certain items. So the roosters are outside. The roosters are always outside. Oh my gosh. All you need for making cold brew is a mason jar. Got a bunch of those and a lid. It's super simple. Yeah, email me directions because I'm thinking, okay, I need to buy the cold brew coffee thing. And I have to learn how to just email me the directions. Just tell me what to do. That's so much easier. I love that. Standard of care. Evil medical field. Yeah, it's so hard. I do. You know what's funny is I have over in Facebook, I have a Norwex group so that it, stays like confined over there. So I'm not always talking about Norwex, even though I'm so in love with the stuff. But over in the Norwex group, everyone's like, are you going to show us what you got or not? I wasn't gonna, but I really wanna. So I'll do it in the video. And that'll be fun because I love it. Is there a way to get kidney function checked without a doctor? I only have one kidney and I'm retaining fluid big time, nearly 0 carbs. So without a doctor, I would think for those kind of tests, you would have to go through someone because like Danny is able to run those tests. She's able to call for blood work and then evaluate the blood work with you. You would have to contact her to get set up for a jumpstart session with her to go over your diet. And then you would be able to schedule to get testing done and evaluate the testing. because I know that you can do like labs at home. But the problem is when you're talking about kidneys or liver or anything else, you don't want to look at just one marker. You want to look at a lot of markers. And so interpreting all of those blood test results are actually just as important as getting the tests themselves, because a lot of doctors will look at all these results and go, oh, yeah, you're within range, you're fine. But there is a huge difference between within range and optimal. And working with a functional medicine practitioner or somebody like that will help you attain optimal range and not the other range. Because, yeah, Danny's incredible. I am so lucky to have her in my Mighty Network and on my videos. Like, she knows so much stuff. She's super busy because as of right now, she's booked out a month with clients, a month in advance. I hired her. I still have not had a session with her. I have still not actually gotten on Zoom with her and talked to her because she's so far out. So we meet like April 26th or something like that. So that'll be my first official meeting with Danny to get my testing done to figure out why I can't lose the last, some odd pounds. And if she tells me to go off of coffee, I will go off of coffee because I love her that much and I trust her that much. We will try it and we will see what happens. And that's just the way it's going to be. So yeah, Danny has the ability to do all of that. Her information is nutritionthenaturalway.com is her website. And you can email her at danny@nutritionthenaturalway.com. Or she is also on Instagram at carnivore.keto.fitness. She's also over there too. Is there, I got really depressed for about 4 days back. I almost couldn't get out of bed. Oh. And then I was reading the package of coffee on the counter, and that's when I realized I've been drinking decaf for 4 days. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And people say that, like, we self-medicate. For some people, it's with coffee. For some people, it's with sugar. For some people, it's with alcohol. For some people, it's with nicotine. And like Dr. Rob Siwes, he talks about that all the time. He talks about drinking coffee and it lighting up the pleasure centers of your brain. And that is a whole lot less damaging than sugar, than nicotine, than alcohol. Is coffee ideal and perfect? Not exactly. For some people, they may be fine with it, and for other people, they might not be. But it's better than the other options. So if you love your coffee and it makes you feel better and it lights up your brain and it makes you happy, drink your coffee. There's so many people that one of those people came onto my channel, Shauna, I will absolutely tell you. Yes, how to make cold coffee. Maybe I'll do a video on it. That's what I'll do, Allie. Send me that and I'll make cold coffee for everybody on a video so that they can get rid of the plastic. You're so smart. Thank you. I love my people. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Sorry. Just a brain explosion right there. I don't even remember what I was talking about. I lost it. Not much of a fan of unleaded coffee. Yeah, it's just different. I have heard of a drink called a Why Bother decaf coffee fake sweetener and low fat milk. Why bother? That is epic. I love that. Good afternoon from Pennsylvania. Hi. Oh my gosh, that was great. Let me see. It's got to be something else I need to talk about. Oh, I have a cold. Thank you, people. I don't know. It's probably still left over from it's probably partially my carb experiment, probably partially whatever's wrong with me. No, I'm just kidding. I think I've got, gut imbalances and possibly leaky gut because sometimes when I eat certain foods, I'll have issues. But we're going to get me tested. We're going to see what's wrong with me on a cellular level. Because why not, right? It seems like there's something else. Oh, yeah. So the Lindsay video, someone asked me when that was going to be. I think I forgot to answer that. I don't think I answered that. It depends. She's going to check her schedule and let me know what works for her this week. If we record it early enough, then it'll go up on Thursday. If we don't record it early enough, then it'll probably go up next Saturday. So we're going to talk about what we have learned with the iodine. And we're both learning. Neither one of us is an expert. So do not, take everything that we say as gospel, because we're still learning too and figuring out what works best for us. I actually did see a meme and it said, let me see if I can pull it up. I should be able to pull it up. Come here, Mr. Meme. I don't know if you guys can still see me. Hopefully you can. It says, please don't ask people what dosage they take to get specific results because it varies hugely. The same applies to how fast they raise their dosage or what the additional protocol is. This has proved to be disastrous. Asking about dosage is like asking someone for their shoe size. It probably won't fit. I read that and I went, I couldn't love this more. Because so many people ask, how much are you taking? How high is your iodine? How fast did you go up? What other companion nutrients are you taking? How much salt are you taking every day? They want, just like with this diet, they want the formula that is going to bring health. And in the iodine workshop on Facebook and in the books and in any general conversation, everyone says, I can't tell you what is going to work best for you. The best thing to do would be to get testing. And I don't even know how to go about finding an iodine literate doctor. Now that I actually have insurance, I can try to find an iodine literate doctor, but they have to know how to do the test and then how to interpret it as well. So a lot of people aren't able to work with an iodine literate doctor. I need to look around and figure that out, how to find someone, or see if I can find a doctor that's willing to become an iodine literate doctor as well. We shall see. But that's what we're going to talk about. I'm sure we'll talk about more than that, but a lot of people are very curious about the iodine. So I figured Lindsay and I could kind of tackle that one. That would be fun. Sandy says, you have the best videos. Oh, thank you. You always enjoy the bloopers at the end. I couldn't help it. I had to include bloopers because my house is such a zoo and the kids are so funny. And let me see, what was it the other day? Bella said something. She did something and Richard and I were laughing. She goes, I know, I'm so funny. And it just made it even better. And I'm like, I need cameras in my house all the time recording all these people because they are hilarious all the time. And I miss out on so much stuff. But that's okay. Hi from South Carolina. I may have health issues, but I am by far more sane than most. You just think I am. You just see me on this, this side of everything. No, I actually really am. My kids think I'm hilarious, and they tell me that too. Like, did you know the difference between a mom joke and a dad joke? Mom jokes are actually funny. You're saying, oh, Sherry, hi. I see you. Somewhere in the iodine crisis, the success stories mentioned weight gain once iodine was incorporated. Gosh, I've gained a little, and I hope that is not my case. Okay, so I did some more research on the weight gain with the iodine, and I'll tell you guys about that. What it is when the bromide is knocked off of your receptors, if you are not doing the salt flushing. If you are not doing the salt dosing and taking the salt with enough water to flush it out of your system, what happens is the bromide goes into your fat cells and then you gain weight. That's one of the main reasons you end up gaining weight. So if you start to do that, you're not going to want to go up anymore in your iodine. You're going to want to stay where you are, and you're going to want to start doing more salt. So you're going to want to start doing the salt loading, which is a 1/4 teaspoon in you're supposed, the protocol is a quarter teaspoon or half teaspoon. See, I don't even remember. I took a picture of it the other day. In a half a cup of warm water. And then you're going to want to chase that with a large glass of fresh water. And what that does is that the water and the salt will draw a lot of impurities like bromide into your kidneys to be able to be detoxed properly. Let me see if I can find the screenshot that I took. Okay. The displaced bromide gets stored in the fat cells. This leads to weight gain, bloat, and detox symptoms explained on page 204 of The Iodine Crisis by Lynn Farrow. In order to clear the bromide out of the fat cells and out of the body, the salt loading protocol is applied as part of the whole protocol on page 201. It's quarter teaspoon. Okay, quarter teaspoon of unrefined salt, preferably Redmond's real salt, is dissolved in a half a cup of warm water, followed immediately by a large glass of clean water. The salt water picks up the bromide, and the clean water washes the salt water, carrying the bromide out of the body. As most of us have displaced bromide in our bodies, this is usually done twice a day to keep on top of detoxing the bromide. So you should not even be doing the iodine on higher doses unless you're doing the salt. If you start to have any of those symptoms, like you're retaining weight, water, anything like that, the salt will help with that, because all you're doing is adding more stuff to your fat cells, and we're trying to empty our fat cells. So that's definitely going against what we want to do. If the detox symptoms have built up and are causing a lot of discomfort, salt loading plus clean water, the clean water following the salt loading water is super, super important. So it's really hard for someone like me who undereats and gets full very quickly, but the water is imperative to flushing out your system. It should be done every 30 to 45 minutes until copious urination begins and relief from the symptom is obtained, as explained on page 203. And then there are further strategies for detoxing on page 205 in The Iodine Crisis. So when I read that the other day, I was like, ooh, I need to take a screenshot of that, because that is going to be very important. Okay. Yes. So the weight gain, that's where that's coming from. I almost asked how many iodine drops you were up to. I can't help but be curious. I actually backed off. I'm halfway down. I'm at like 22 milligrams a day. That's it. Because with my neck, I was not sure if my neck pain was related to the iodine and the bromide detox. I don't think it was, because I did the salt loading, I did all the companion nutrients, and nothing changed. So I really don't think that it was from the bromide. I think it was something else, but I wanted to check and make sure. That is the wrong one. That is the wrong one. I should not put my hand in that. I should put my arm in this one. My room gets cold, and then it gets warm, and then it gets cold, and then it gets warm, because the heater is in the room directly below me. And there's no, wow, look at this. It's like I'm new to this or something. So graceful. There's no insulation in my floor. So it's just wood beams, like plywood with wood beams underneath. And then my carpet. That's it. So the heater will go on downstairs, heat up the whole room, and then I get hot, and then the heater will turn off, and then I get cold. My old farmhouse here, people. My stepdaughter loves dad jokes. She thinks they're hilarious. Like, mom jokes are better. I was never much of a coffee drinker, so it was fairly easy for me to stop. I stopped coffee because I wanted to stop all sweeteners, artificial or not. Too better for me to drink black. And oh yes, I don't like black coffee at all. I'm completely with you. Hi, Jennifer. Come for the info, stay for the bloopers, right? There's just so many in my life that I want to share the ridiculous shenanigans with you guys. If black coffee is too bitter for you, cold brew is what you want, not French press. My dad swears by his AeroPress. I'm like, it's fine, but he makes it like. Did y'all ever watch The Cosby Show? And Bill Cosby talks about how strong he makes his coffee. And his daughter made like super, super strong coffee. Like, yeah, 1 sip, you'd be awake for 8 hours. 2 sips, you'd be awake for 24 hours. If you drink a whole cup, you never sleep in your life. Or something like that. That's what it tastes like to me when he makes coffee. So, okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the cold brew. We're going to figure that out. I'm very curious. I'm up to 8 drops of 2%, so not at 50 milligrams yet. So maybe that's not, whoa, Shauna. Normally I can figure out. So that's not it then. I don't know. It probably is. So some of the people, I do add my coffee and everything. Nope, it's got to be more, like a lot more. And I was so guilty of this. I really, really thought I eat enough salt. I drink electrolytes. It's fine. It's not. It's actually totally different. What happens when you salt load with a huge amount, quarter teaspoon, but still it's a large amount all at once, followed by a ton of water. It flushes your system and it grabs onto everything, the bromide especially, and takes it to the kidneys so that it can be gotten rid of. I tried just the salt without the water. It did nothing. But then I tried the salt with the water and it was a complete game changer. So some people are so ridiculously sensitive to iodine that they can't even take it internally without huge bromide dumping effects. They have to do 1 drop on their heel every other day is the most that they can do because they experience such extreme dumping symptoms. For those people, they do the salt loading and they are very, very religious about making sure every morning they do their little cup of salt water followed by the fresh water. I'm still putting the salt in first, taking a couple of swigs, waiting a minute, and then drinking like one of these, which is about 20 ounces. I need to try dissolving it in the water because I'm wondering if it would work even more effectively if I dissolved it in the warm water, drank the warm water, and then drank more good water. So we'll see. I should do it. I don't want to do it, but I should do it. Bella recording in the car was so adorable. She looked like she was doing her impression of you. I know. It was so funny listening to them do it. Richard and I kept looking at each other and kind of grinning. And then she was like, "See you on the way, guys. Bye." My heart. She's so cute. Up to 40 drops, 2%. I still have little energy, but I feel less drained. So I believe healing is on the way. I'm actually having more energy with just the 20 milligrams than even I was with the 50, where I was like 42 milligrams. So I actually feel pretty good. This morning, I woke up at 6:30. I was like, it's time to get up. Let's go. So that for me is an indication that my iodine is working and it's where it should be. I know several people who are taking a lot more than that. All I know is that Dr. Brownstein has said anything over a gram can be harmful. So don't go that high. That's what I got. Please read your book. Be very careful. Yeah, okay. So Shauna and I were going to start doing the salt flushing together. I'm going to go downstairs and do one in the warm water. Go drink some warm salt water. It's going to be fantastic. I need to start doing the salt flushing again, but I only have the real salt kosher right now. It's too big to do that. I need to find it. Well, if it's in warm water, you would think it would melt. Would it melt, the kosher? It would probably dissolve. Well, not melt, dissolve. Sorry. Use the correct terminology here. Right verbiage. Yeah. Allie, you're taking quite a few. It's like 80 something milligrams. There is did y'all see that there's an iodine calculator? I think it's listed. It might be listed somewhere. Let me see. My website links Lugol's drop calculator of the, let me see, You said 2% and you're doing how many drops? I'll go look at it again. I know you can't tell me. I have to use my eyeballs. 40 drops. I have to push it every single time. It's so helpful. I'm gonna see. So yeah, if you just Google Lugol's calculator, 40 drops is 100 milligrams of the 2%, because it's like 2.5 per drop or something like that. So the 2% Lugol's at 40 drops is 100 milligrams right there. 40 milligrams of iodine and 60 milligrams of iodide. So I can go in, and after this is done, I can put the link to the calculator so that you guys can go in and calculate your own Lugol's, so you know. Yeah, the kosher, I would think it would probably dissolve. Thanks, Briar Rose, but I don't think I'm still going to drink coffee, right? Richard went off of coffee, and I'm like, don't bring it back. Don't bring it back. Just leave it gone. Don't bring it back. It's a drug. Just leave it gone. Yeah, Karen, keep it gone. Just keep it gone. Okay, good. Yep, electrolytes too. I will definitely start flushing. Yeah, the electrolytes don't do the same. They absolutely do not do the same. I use Soleil, and it's already dissolved in water. Yes, exactly. It would be the same thing. I'm only up to 4 drops. I'm going to get busy with salt water and fresh because I don't think I'm experiencing any effects, but I drink around 2 liters of Diet Dew back when it still had the BVO. Oh my gosh. Can you believe that they put that in there? It's like, really, you need brominated vegetable oil in Mountain Dew? It's so infuriating. So when I did the salt flushing, I just did half a cup room temp water with a 1/4 teaspoon, then down to pint of water, then sometimes repeat the process right after. Yeah, they said every 30 to 45 minutes after. So, hi, Christy. You just discovered me. Oh, welcome to my crazy world, honey. I'm just a little crazy. And then Katie retracted her message. I missed it. I'm not going to do now because it'll be in the woods right after this. Don't start salt flushing right now, honey. Don't do that. Squatting is not good for my sore knees. They have little, forgive me. I think it's called, what's it called? She something. It's like a funnel that you would be able to just drop your pants a little bit, put it in place, and then pee like a guy. And they're transportable. I have one in my car. I think it's like Shigo or something like that. I can't remember. A portable female urinal, or I don't remember, something like that. I have one of those. I have only used it once, and it works. So I got it from a camping store, I think. The warm water would intensify the salt taste. I know. So nasty. So that's why I do it room temp water instead. Sorry, my spelling is bad. You know what's funny is I always do that. I'll type stuff out and then I send it. I'm like, yeah, I didn't make any mistakes that time. I go back and read it and I go, there's like 5 mistakes. How did I miss them twice? That's okay. I'm not doing sweetened drinks right now, so I use equal parts Soleil and daily minerals and split the dose twice a day. Strong salty shot, then follow with plenty of water. I probably should try some Soleil water. That's what I should try making. I've heard a lot of people say that they don't like it at all, but I should probably try it. So you add the minerals to the Soleil. I was wondering, how many minerals are in the Soleil water if you're using Redmond's, because those are supposed to have like the minerals in them. I'm not an expert on Soleil water at all. Yeah, I think it's called a Shigo. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up. Never heard about the Shigo. But if I ever become outdoorsy, I will get one. Yeah, it was at like a Camping World type thing. They might even have them back in like Walmart. Female urinal travel. Let's put the word travel up at the beginning. Travel female urinal. Let me see if it pops up. Go Girl. That's what it is. Go Girl. They're pink. That's a little pink, like, funnel. So, yeah. Go Girl. That's what Shigo would have been funny. It's Go Girl. Okay. Go Girl female urination device, travel pouch. Yes. There you go. That's what it's called. So now you can do that. Just saying, in case you need it. Go Girl. Easier to shoot the Soleil water. I bet it probably is. No, Shiwi. What is that? You want me to order you a new one?
We can go. I can wear
You
them.
can wear them? Okay.
So,
So in case you guys haven't heard, kiss me. There's rings that sometimes you can wear at work if you're not allowed to wear your wedding band at work. Some places will let you wear is it safe rings? That's the one that we like. Yeah, safe rings. So there's silicone wedding bands. You can buy them from like Walmart now, but the ones from Safe Rings are higher quality and they're American made, and they have all kinds of safety ratings for like electrical, because some of the ones, if you get them from Walmart and they have the metallic looking, those are not safe for electrical use. You can still get shocked on those ones because of the cheap quality products that they're using to make the rings. So I love Shiwi. I love the Shiwi. Anyways, so I should reach out to Safe Rings and see if they do an affiliate program. Be like, I'm talking about you on the internet. Do you have some love for my people? Please give me some love for my people. The Shiwi. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, Allie, they censored your comment. No female urinal for me. If I have to rough it, a good old log is my choice. It's a classic. They actually, oh my gosh. They're censoring your guys' comments. I will show Karen's comment too. Go girl, yay. Now I don't have to be jealous of men and how easy it is for them to pee anywhere. Yes. Oh my gosh. Richard and I were having a conversation about something. Oh, you picked a good one. You're watching me live for the first time and we're talking about female urinals. This is hilarious. Richard was talking about, he heard that some lady was saying, oh, it's not that hard to just, aim and shoot. Why can't you guys hit the toilet? You always like go around and it's always such a mess. And so someone did I don't know, they like set it up. They gave her a hose and they like controlled the water, apparently the way that when guys go pee, this happens. And so they did it. And she was like, wow, this is not easy. So I was like, you don't have to, do it right. Just clean up after yourself. That's my only request. Just get a little bit of toilet paper, just wipe up the toilet, throw it away and you're good. But now I've got Norwex. So, I guess it's fine. I see a tiny human standing outside my door going like this. She went wee, 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 all the way home. Yes, YouTube is very hard at work in this conversation. Like you may not speak about female urinals. So funny. This live has definitely gone into the toilet. Oh my gosh. My tiny human is looking at me. Or at the moment, the local outhouse. Yes, it has. You never know what you're going to catch when you catch me on a live. You gotta get your toys. Y'all should see Bella's little area set up. Life is rough. Sometimes we just need a break. A putty break. All of Bella's toys, you can kind of see them. We're all right over here. She'll sit there and play while I'm editing. And, oh, my curtain fell. Oh, I'm not shiny. I'm not too shiny. I'm a little shiny, but it's not too bad. But yeah. My tiny human. Hi, APU gamer. Oh, ha. There we go. Natural light. There we go. That's better. Where you going, tiny human? If daddy's leaving, do not shut that door. Leave that door open if daddy's leaving.
Daddy's already.
Daddy's already left and that door stays open so I can hear you and know where you are and keep you safe. We just had a conversation about if she is downstairs. Femflow. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself. About that if someone comes to the house, which is not very often at all, but like UPS will pull up when we know our UPS guy and we love him. But sometimes there's a replacement UPS guy. I told her that if she was downstairs or anywhere else in the house, and if I'm up here doing anything and someone pulls up into the driveway, that I want her to run upstairs as fast as she possibly can and tell me that someone's here. And she goes, but what if you're in a meeting? And I said, you're more important than my meeting. So you come in and you interrupt my meeting. And she was just like, I can. So now every time she needs something, she comes up, she goes, nobody's here. Thank you, sweet love. See, now I'm getting all hot again. I just heard the heater kick off. So I'm hot again. My sister shattered her ankle. Oh, and broke her leg. But we worked well for her. See, his practical life application other than just entertainment on my YouTube live. Sorry. But I love to laugh, so rare in my daily life. My whole day is just like, did that really just happen? And then laughing about it, I wish I might have to put up cameras just to catch all of the funny shenanigans. Because there's some really good stuff that is said in this house. And so many times Richard and I look to them and we go, oh, I wasn't recording. It was so funny. Oh, look at that. There's another, okay. Yeah. There's another one that's been held for review. I'll look at it in a second. When on the road in a semi-truck, I had an oval-shaped funnel that I put in my sealable jug. Worked really. See, we have to get so creative. Guys have it so easy. I used to keep Gatorade bottles in my car for when we would take car trips with the boys when they were little, because the Gatorade bottles had a much bigger opening. So you just shove the whole thing in there. And I literally remember I would be not driving, but I'd be in the passenger seat and I would take it and reach back there and just hold it while they peed into it. It's so bizarre. Then we'd get to a gas stop. I'd take it in the bathroom. I'd dump it in the toilet, flush it, and then throw the bottle away or rinse it out and keep it if I didn't have another one. Because when you drive from Florida to California, you would either have to take a lot of bathroom breaks or use a lot of Gatorade bottles. So I did rinse it out a couple of times, but I made sure to throw it away every time, and look, we all survived. My boys are going to kick me if I ever tell them that. Tracking trial, at least the outhouse has toilet paper this year, right? Hi, all, just arriving. Yeah, I've been on for a minute. I should probably get off. Yes, stranger danger. I told her, I was like, no, you run away. She's like, but what if? I said, no, you run upstairs. I don't care who it is. Even if it's someone that you run upstairs. Yes, mommy. And then, mommy, there's nobody here. So stinking cute. Okay, I don't know who that is in regards to. I have no idea. Laughing is therapy and life provides so much material. Gosh, this live is so much fun. I'm so random. So glad you made it, Shauna. I'm hoping it's April. It's April. And they said that in April, they were going to start running fiber optics. So in the next couple of weeks or months, I may have fiber optics at my house for internet. That would be like, oh, we were trying to look for Amber? That would be like amazing, because then I might be able to go live from the property. So I can take you guys out. She's lost her toy. Life is so hard. I might be able to go out and take you guys on a farm. Who's what's it? And have strong enough signal. And we could try. And then you could see everybody. Because how cool would that be? I usually go live every Saturday. Yes, at 1 Eastern, 12 Central. Put it on your calendar and repeat. I try so hard to be meticulous about making sure that I go live the same time every Saturday, except for the Saturdays that we take the kids. I should probably move my live to Sunday so that I could do it every time. What do you guys say? Let me know. Do you want me to move it to Sunday so that it's consistently every Sunday? Or, the other option is I actually create an event and let you guys know when I'm going to go live. I could be that proactive and I could do that too. So move it to Sunday or just schedule live events on YouTube to let you guys know when I'm going to go live to remind you, because I should do that. I tell because it took me a while to figure it out. Yes, Sunday, Saturday, you're crazy busy. Sunday. Okay, so I have 2 Sundays so far. So on Sunday, it's going to be like 2 Central Standard Time because our church, yeah, that's my problem. My church doesn't get out until noon on Sunday. Allie, could you do it on Sunday after
Yeah.
church?
Found her.
You found her. Where was she?
She was right
How did
here.
we both miss her? She found her Amber. I like Saturday or scheduled events. I'm usually asleep Saturday, right? I know Wendy is on an off shift, so she has to yeah. Okay, so after church you could handle so like 2 Central, so that would be 3 your time. So you could do that? Okay. Because yeah, we're at church until noon, and we don't usually go out to eat
Mommy?
afterwards because everything's
Is it church day?
tomorrow. Tomorrow is church day. So does that mean I have to go live again tomorrow? Oh Lord, what will we talk about 2 days in a row?
Tomorrow.
Scheduled sounds best to me. I don't always get notifications. Okay, so I'm going to move it to Sunday. It's going to be Sunday at 2 Central Standard Time. Okay, come check my ears. And then I will also start sending out notifications. Check my ears. Put it in my ear. Put it in my ear. Check. Make sure. Do I have a brain?
No, I see a black hole.
I have no brain. I only have a black hole.
Yes, you do in your ear.
Are you sure? You're going to look at my nose? Nope. I guess that's no. You would be in church in California. Oh, you would be. Should I push it back another hour? Should I do that? I could do 3 Central Standard Time. Would that be late enough? That would be what, 1 in California? Didn't get a notification this time. Yeah, no.
I'm trying to look for the big.
Bella, you need to start setting up notifications for people. Can you do that?
Yeah.
You're going to do that for me? And she actually probably will a little later on Sunday because church time is in California. Yeah, 1 Pacific. That would work. Okay. Strike that again. It's going to be 3 o'clock Central Standard Time on Sundays. That's what it's going to be from now on. And you got a notification. Nice. I will go in and I will schedule an event. That way you guys know that it's coming and you can be aware of it and ready for it. And then you won't be as busy, hopefully, in the afternoon on Sunday. It's supposed to be a nice, quiet, calm
Found it.
time.
It's on a spot.
1? 4 p.m. Eastern. Yes.
Right here.
Which one? Oh, that one. Gotcha. Yeah, I have a few of those. I still have all of this. It is slowly shrinking though. I know Bella, it drives Bella crazy. And she's like, how do I not do this? I don't want that. And I said, don't eat junk. Don't eat junk. And then your skin won't get stretched out and then you'll be good. Or if you eat junk, only do a very little bit once in a while when you go to friend's house, huh? I let her eat gluten-free at friend's house. That's fine. Okay, should we go? Should we go downstairs and spend some time together? And tell all the people bye because we've been on here for a long time.
Bye.
Thanks, guys, for hanging out with me and having very interesting conversations today. I will set up the new times. I might go live tomorrow just so that I can
see you.
see you, just so that I can get it all set up
What's
and
this?
figure out how to schedule events. And then I will never miss another Saturday because I will be here on Sunday and it will be fantastic. So I love you guys all so much. Thank you for, well, I'll go put Maria on for her so she can go watch Maria. Bye, guys. Bye.
Can we watch Mystery together?